Hello, and welcome to Talking Simulator. I'm Corey, and joining me remotely is Cameron.
Hello, and I am the Cameron.
Today on Talking Simulator, we're playing Lucifer Within Us, a mystery solving detective game.
Where we will solve mysteries
Like,
using the power of Satan.
what demon is possessing you? And computers. These two
I
things will
love
be
computers.
together.
I
So,
love these intros we do.
just, harness your inner awkwardness. It's there lying beneath the surface, usually repressed deeply.
Yeah, but just like every once in a while, you just gotta extract it,
Oh,
squeeze it out.
let it roam free
hmm
live.
And
Ah,
in a measured way, we're not breathing into the microphone, right? Or anything. Although
but I
now
could.
could.
Hello?
Can y'all hear the rattle
Foiled
of
by
my lungs?
technology.
All right.
Foiled by beautiful technology.
Corey is quiet. Is Corey louder now? I don't know why Corey is quiet. Corey's mic is maximum. It goes up that high, and the microphone is literally a foot away from my mouth. It's
Mm.
I can check the Goxler app. Goxler. I love the Goxler app. It is my favorite app to look at. Do you want to hear the game audio?
Yeah,
I think this is the way. Can you hear the music?
I cannot.
Uh,
Hmm.
uh,
It's probably fine.
it's probably
Just let me
fine.
know if it has voice acting.
Mixer's
It's fully
on.
voiced, isn't it?
I don't know. I know
Well,
very
that's fine.
little about this game. Like, my
It look,
expectations are based on only Ace Attorney. That's how I do
yeah,
mystery solving detective work. By being an
yeah.
attorney who goes to crime scenes and does their own investigation.
As attorneys do.
Yeah, alright. Well, I'm as loud as I'm getting. Let's get into this. Change mice. New game. The Two Brothers case. 100 years without murder. 100 years without demonic possession. Then this. Sister Ada, exorcist and investigator. This is my testament to the massacre at St. Walpurgis Abbey. It is truth, do not believe the lies of my accusers. Oh, we're off to a great start.
Saint Valpurga, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Sister Ada, welcome. I am Virgil, Chief Inquisitor at St. Walpurgis Abbey. We may be in need of your talents as an exorcist. You can survey the evidence yourself, but I think you will agree.
Will I? It's a large assumption, man. Mr.
Hmm.
Virgil, or Gil, as I like to call him. Game audio is super quiet. Everything's maxed on XSplit. Uh, uh, I don't understand Goxler. Just gonna say that out loud.
Hmm.
Game. I moved the game thing up. Now it's up. Game. Alright.
Has there truly been a murder?
It seems so. A respected priestess, Mother Miriam, passed this morning under suspicious circumstances.
Passed this morning.
Whoa!
A demon may be present. Here, even now.
It's you!
Possessing someone.
It's always the authority figure.
What happened exactly?
Especially a
no
mentor figure.
No tweet. Tweet. Well. Everything is wrong. It wouldn't let me play an ad, and it won't let me set the thing to Lucifer within us. I've refreshed the overlay, the stream manager.
Yeah.
And it just keeps popping back with Minecraft. Anyways, maybe a robot somewhere is foiling my plans.
Perhaps.
Okay.
The botnets.
The botnets. Oh no. Okay. What happened?
Mother Miriam was only recently appointed as successor to Abbot Gregory.
Okay.
This morning, she came to the workshop to receive her coronet of office.
That soon, eh?
Something went wrong with the installation.
Well, you can't leave gaps in upper management.
I don't like the idea of installing a coronet.
Yes, to put it mildly, the coronet oversurged, killing Mother Miriam. Brace yourself for the sight.
I guess gore warning?
Then the
I
workshop
guess.
operators, Gideon and Reuben, are the prime suspects. They are brothers, right?
Yes, but it's highly out of character for Gideon or Reuben to kill someone. Even so,
Just out of character, you
Would be
know?
out of character.
Yeah.
Mother Miriam
It doesn't
died.
seem like them.
Daemons nurture our sinful desires into unthinkable actions, Virgil. One of the brothers has surely been seduced by a daemon.
Seduction.
Whichever it is,
Saucy.
I will unmask his lies and cast out the daemon within him.
All right.
May Einsoff's will be done. Amen.
Whomst? Soph? Are we worshiping Sophia? Is that it?
To exorcise a daemon, we must uncover
Man,
four
if
things.
only.
First, the suspect. We must identify which sinner is possessed by a daemon. Second, the opportunity. When exactly was the murder committed? We can pinpoint the opportunity by analyzing each suspect's testimonies. Third, the means by which the murder has been committed. The means can be found among the physical evidence at the scene of the incident.
Ooh.
Fourth, the motive of the murderer, which can be found in their inner world, their sanctum.
So it's Clue, but with one extra thing. The why.
The motive will tell us which daemon possesses the sinner.
Very well. Let us begin our
Motive.
Right? Alright. Getting ready to point and click. Okay, should I talk to the people or poke around the environment? What's this? It must be the coronet. Coronet limiter. Valuable piece of physical evidence. Yes. Yes, we're making progress.
They removed the safety interlocks from the coronet.
No! That would mean it could overcharge and kill someone while they're in their little tube that they do the ceremony in. Detailed information. Yes. Found in Gideon's workshop in pristine condition. Well. Gideon, what have you to say?
Madness! I will not suffer this injustice! I am Gideon the Grand, the greatest cybernetician of our generation.
He didn't go to cybernetician school for 7 years just to...
I am blessed. I don't know what went wrong this morning. my hands are guided by the divine.
I see only gaudy traits
I mean,
here.
to be fair, he only went to cybernetician school for 3 years because it's a postgraduate course that he...
Mother Miriam died by your hands. Is that not so?
My patron, she loved me like a son. Children never kill their parents. Ever. Please, feed your testimony into this timeline. Okay. Play.
Mother Miriam came to me for her consecration ceremony. I've performed this many times before, so I was confident. To prepare for the ceremony, I ordered Reuben to take Mother Miriam to the consecration chamber. Meanwhile, I adjusted the coronet's amplifier.
Wait a second. Drag the marker.
Mother Miriam came to me for her
Okay. Ask you
Mother
about
Miriam came
this.
to me for her consecration ceremony.
I can ask things to people. Were you alone? Alright. Go back over
To prepare
here.
for the ceremony, I ordered Reuben to take Mother Miriam to the consecration chamber. Meanwhile, I adjusted the coronet's amplification at my work table, and then placed it on Mother Miriam's head.
Let's watch.
Let's watch a nun go boom.
Chat's saying this Gideon fella is Octopimp, which is cool. If true.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So people who aren't in the view cone don't render. Interesting.
We began by closing our eyes and
One day
praying
we may
together
all
to
be a
Ahn's
victim to
soul.
frustum
I thought I
culling.
heard the chamber open, but didn't think much of it.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Then I activated the consecration chamber and began the ceremony itself.
Uh-huh.
Ether output was within safe ranges.
The entire head. Just gone. Alright. Now let's
Never
go talk
microwave a nun.
to other people. Hello there.
An exorcist? Surely there are no demons here, though. This was an accident, wasn't it? If Gideon is possessed, that would mean he did it on purpose. Horrible.
You must be the elder brother.
Yes, my name is Reuben Garamond. I am responsible for the engineering and design of our implants.
How did Mother Miriam die exactly?
It was a completely preventable accident. Mother Miriam died because Gideon deliberately flouted the ceremonial guidelines for his own glory.
Whoa.
Gideon may be my flesh and blood, but he must take responsibility for his negligence.
Alright. Miriam's death? Verified. Okay, she did die. We're not here for nothing.
Mother Miriam came to us to receive a consecration ceremony, but she wanted something extravagant. Gideon suggested setting the coronet to have maximum ether output. I warned him that doing so is highly dangerous. Gideon convinced her to move forward with the ceremony anyway. Since he was going to handle everything, I went back to my tasks.
Staring conveniently at this wall. Let's move ahead. All right.
When Gideon activated the consecration chamber, I immediately felt something was wrong. I begged Gideon to stop, but he didn't listen.
All right. So,
Gideon, Mother Miriam came to us to receive a consecration
How do I
ceremony, but she
pause?
wanted something extravagant.
Pause. Touch. Ask. You were together then? Yep. All right.
That contradicts what Gideon said.
There's only one truth.
Have you seen the recent adaptation of The Name of the Rose?
No.
This makes me want to go and find it and watch it.
I have neither read nor seen any Name of the Rose.
It's a fun little kind of like pot boiler of a novel.
Mm-hmm. It's like a Succession fight, something like that.
It's a murder mystery.
Okay.
Set in a medieval Italian abbey. The main character is based kind of on Sherlock Holmes. It's written by Umberto Eco.
Okay.
There's an old blind librarian named after Borges.
Convenient.
Yeah.
Always nice to have Borges on hand when you need him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let's look at stuff. What you working on? Amplify. Door button. Examine. Yes, usage record. Opened twice this morning. Body shrapnel? Oh, don't stand in that.
Oh, you make the quick noise with your feet.
Oh, it's gonna track everywhere. And examine. No? Okay, the coronet remains going to my... The stuff I don't examine directly is still an option. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Alright. Piano. That chamber is not secure. I found another way in. The murderer could have entered from the side. Alright, what else we got? I think there's this. Yes. Place the coronet on the recipient and the recipient just together. Pray. Begin the song. Intensify. Alright. Crescendo. What's this? What's this? Alright. That noise sounds like a noise that's in a Hades when it pops up a menu. It sounds like... I don't even know what the noise is associated with in the game, but it's the same noise, I swear. Yep. All right, so let's talk to you. J'accuse.
So Ruben says he was there at the beginning.
So I can ask about this. Recognize this? Oh! Why indeed? Alright, so now I can
Mother Miriam came to me for her
ask? Contradict?
It would be in Gideon's timeline, right? Where you would contradict something with him?
Maybe.
X to doubt?
Eh, 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 eh. I guess I ask him about all of these things. Yep. Oh. True art. And this thing? Okay. And this thing? And this thing? Yeah, I already showed it to you.
Mhm.
Crown jewel? Okay. Mother Miriam. So should I ask Ruben about contradiction?
Yeah.
Mother Miriam came.
Yeah.
Gideon suggested setting the coronet to have maximum ether output. I warned him that doing so.
Okay.
I hate to do this kind of comparison so early, but I really feel LA Noir's interface for this was more intuitive. Like being able to go through your notebook
Right.
and highlight like specific things.
But at the same time, I don't feel at risk of just flying off the handle at someone because I accidentally hit square.
That's true. That's true.
Ruben claims he went back to his workstation. What does Gideon say? Let's switch to his testimony.
to prepare for the.
I don't have to walk across the room.
Ooh.
Ruben. Okay.
Gideon convinced her to move forward with the ceremony anyway. Since he was going to handle everything, I went back to my tasks.
Ruben, you did not return to your workstation. Oh ho! Alright. Let's examine open chamber. Eye of Providence. I can go in his brain now?
Oh,
Oh!
we can just do that?
We psychonauts now. Alright. Let's find his evidence. Faithful servant, so he thinks. Cybernetics are a critical part of the one truth. Quickly examine. Ah, psychology believer shows up in the list now.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting, actually. I like the demonology.
It's like, wait. Okay, you think you believe something, so let me look at the list of demons that. Uh-huh. Oh. Hmm. Definitely Sathanas. Definitely.
Hmm.
There's only 4 demons in the whole wide world, so it's fine. More contradictions. I can just straight up accuse? Present the section of the testimony. This one? Would have seen it. Ooh. Let's just try to put all these things together. Sabotage. Button. Motive. You believe things, therefore. Unsuccessful.
No. I mean, they did have their eyes closed when the chamber was sealed,
Yeah.
right? If that is to be believed.
Whoa! Okay, so I'll ask Gideon about these.
Meanwhile, I adjusted the cord.
No idea. He says he tried to stop. Control panel. Unmask your lies. Okay, starting to get the hang of this. Ceremony wasn't safe. Okay. Oh, and his glowy eyeball thing is glowy.
Ooh. Let's plunge into his brains.
Oh! Could have told you that.
Hmm.
Alright. What do narcissists do? Alright, and who feeds on narcissism?
Lucifer.
Lucifer. Okay. So. Yes, maintain control.
The aether output was dangerously high, but I had the chamber under control.
Okay, so if I go to Ruben.
When Gideon activated the consecration chamber, I immediately felt something was wrong. I begged Gideon to stop, but he didn't listen.
Okay. So.
Since Gideon was going to handle everything, I went back to my tasks.
Did not see. Okay, and prayer? Okay. What do I
They
have about
decided to
this?
perform the ceremony anyway. I opened the consecration chamber, while Gideon brought the coronet.
Okay, so if I go back to Gideon,
To prepare for the ceremony,
Says
I
while he
we
was
began by
praying.
closing our eyes and praying together to Ein Sof.
I
thought
Yeah,
I
the
heard
chamber opened.
Didn't
How do
they
I
want
How do
ask?
we...
about that. Before the ceremony started. Okay. So ask Ruben about.
Since Gideon was going to handle everything, I
Yeah.
went back to
And then this. Yeah, and?
Mm-hmm. And...
Button was twice.
Lie unmasked. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay, check the chamber.
So I opened the consecration chamber to verify that the coronet was in working order. Everything seemed fine, so I returned to my desk again.
But the thingy, the
Yeah, but the limiter.
limiter. But you thingied. You said you checked. What? You said you checked. Rude. Rude.
Hmm.
So I opened the consecration chamber to verify that the coronet was in working order.
Oh, his thing is blinking again.
What, his brain thing? Oh, right, because I caught him in
Yeah.
another lie.
Ooh.
Oh. Envy.
Envy.
Oh. Let's figure out what that do. Only Gideon could be exposed for the fraud he is. Let's talk about that. Alright. So... I guess go to Gideon and ask him
We
about
began
check
by
chamber.
closing our eyes and
He opened the chamber while I was praying. Yeah. Ask him about the envy. Of course he is. Who wouldn't be?
the aether output was dangerous.
I was busy.
Yeah.
Huh. We don't have a
Mother
corroboration.
Miriam came to me.
Uh, yeah, the interface is a little funky.
Like, I feel like I'm fighting with it to, like, communicate my intent as the player.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Contradicted the coronet with the coronet, not his story with the coronet. So,
Okay.
how do I So check chamber.
I guess
We began by closing our eyes
Go-
and praying to.
Ruben's timeline, I guess.
Check
So I
chamber.
opened the consecration.
Are you checking? At least correct.
So you check the coronet, but then the thing was not there.
Okay. No.
Hmm.
Contradiction action is important. Yeah. What does this have to do? Blueprints to contradict. The blueprints for the coronet? Nope. Hmm.
We began by closing our eyes and praying together to Ein Sof. I thought I heard the chamber open, but didn't think much of it.
Yeah, like there's.
Meanwhile, I adjusted the coordinates.
This feels a bit
my
like
work
old
table,
text
and then
interfaces,
placed it
where
on
it wanted a
Miriam's
very
head.
specific parser
Yeah.
for the action that you wanted.
Maybe I contradict this with this. Nope. You don't know what that has to do with anything? I see. I see.
Hmm. Oh, hey. Plaid Posse raid. Welcome, Raiders.
Welcome. See, accuse him again. Oh yeah, I could just accuse. That means through the blueprint. Oh. That one.
Yeah, the limiter.
Why would I replace the crown jewel?
Hmm.
The opportunity. You were at the control panel. When? This. Oh ho! And motive?
Okay.
Narcissism. Okay. So cancel that. Go to Ruben and accuse.
Since Gideon was going to handle
Yeah.
everything,
This one feels like Ruben's envy. The removed limiter?
What? Alright, that. Yes, opportunity is when the door.
Mhm, mhm.
I can even. There.
And motive
Motive?
would be the envy, right?
Yes.
Ein Sof sees all, Reuben.
Aha!
Aha!
You killed Mother Miriam to frame Gideon
Points
and
in
take him
Ace
down a
Attorney.
peg. With Gideon gone, a daemon whispered that people would finally recognize you for your genius.
I am older than Gideon. My work is better than Gideon, and more important.
Then Gideon.
But no one sees my work.
Confess, Reuben. Tell us what the daemon made you do.
Alright, confession
Gideon
time.
was Mother Miriam's favorite. She barely knew I existed. When Gideon suggested increasing the ether output of the coronet, I had an idea. I would sabotage the ceremony by removing the limiter. Mother Miriam had no idea what was about to happen to her. I went back to my workstation, waiting for Gideon to close his eyes. While Gideon and Mother Miriam were praying, I reopened the chamber and removed the limiter. When Gideon started the ceremony, I placed the limiter on his table so that it would look as though his negligence led to Mother Miriam's death.
Oh,
Oh my.
he is slapping his feet all around the room.
When the oversearch began, I goaded Gideon on
Although
by
I
telling him to
I
stop
do
the
like
ceremony.
how the game plays with people's vision cones.
Yeah,
Because it's not objective, right?
yeah.
Like
So Mother
Gideon
Miriam died. I killed her.
might have been able to see Reuben,
Only that I
but he
could
doesn't
discover.
see Reuben. Right? He
Right.
doesn't pay any attention to him. He just kind of like I like that he kind of phases in when he says something to Gideon.
Yeah. It's like he was there for this part, but beyond that, he didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we've done that now. Can I leave?
Do we need to
And
click
I
on the
went and
red
sabotaged
glowing
the
mind's
ceremony
eye?
by I went
Ah,
and so
ah.
Demonic corruption runs deep within Reuben's soul, yet Reuben may still be saved. I must speak the daemon's true name. Then the daemon will be cast out. Ain Suf, guide me. What daemon has possessed Reuben?
That would be, Lucifer?
Mm,
No, wait, the other one.
the
Satanus.
envious.
Oh, yes.
Lotan.
Out, Lotan! Leave this soul and return whence you came!
Magnificently done, Madam Exorcist.
The power of Ain Suf compels you, Lotan. Leave this soul and return to the ether.
Thousands of years, and you humans never change.
Uh-huh.
Never satisfied, always comparing, wanting more. Someone else is always richer, prettier, wiser, better. Nothing can ever fill that void within you. Not even me.
Silence, Lotan. Reuben may yet be redeemed. You are a scourge. Without your influence, a good woman would still be alive. Leave humans be, Lotan. I banish you to the ether.
As you wish, but I'll return soon enough.
As you wish.
My prince and master Lucifer walks among you.
Ugh.
Lucifer will open the gates of hell, and at last, humanity will remember its full potential.
Oh,
Until then, Madam Exorcist.
that's exciting.
Cool.
Adieu.
Come
Yeah.
forth, Reuben. What remains of you?
Thank.
Think.
He's silent and still. Poor soul. Rest, Reuben.
Sister Ada, you've returned. Was there a demon at work after all?
Oh, you better believe it.
I'm afraid so. The exorcism
Aha.
was a success. Reuben's soul has been purged. Unfortunately, the daemon was difficult to cleanse. Reuben is returned to pure innocence.
Woohoo.
What? The exorcism shattered his mind? Can you bring him back?
It's out of my hands. If Ain Suf wills it, maybe Reuben will heal.
Guards, please escort this shell to the cryostasis cellar.
The cellar. Put him in the root cellar.
I pray for his swift recovery. Abbot Gregory.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. He just needs to sleep it
You have
off.
saved us all. On behalf of everyone at St. Walpurgis, I express our utmost gratitude.
We are not yet safe. We must act quickly until we locate the source of the demonic influence. We don't understand yet why demons would act after 100 years. Holy Father, we must quarantine the abbey and the surrounding town immediately.
Oh, snap.
Detain and interrogate anyone who seems suspicious.
Oh, yes.
We can try, Sister Ada, but it will be difficult.
You're
as we have
suspicious.
visitors arriving hourly. Much like
Visitors.
yourself, pilgrims from afar are here to celebrate Walpurgisnacht.
That thing you celebrate.
Yeah.
It's such
You know,
a shame
party
Mother
night.
Miriam couldn't bear witness to it.
Ah, yes. The priestess. We must destroy her body immediately. Traces of demonic influence may remain from her contact with Reuben.
No, Sister Ada, thank you for your concern, but we absolutely cannot. Mother Miriam was a prominent figure and well loved.
So
with
you can't set her on
decades of
fire?
service.
Why not?
We must treat her body with dignity and give her a proper burial.
It's proper as long as most of it's together.
Send Mother Miriam's body to the
You have to send someone into the chamber to squeegee. Like, the last 1% of her out the walls.
Your Excellency, we really ought to take the advice of the exorcist.
Mother Miriam's body has been desecrated enough, Virgil. Send her to the mortuary. Now.
Her head is gone.
As you command, Your
Holy
Going
Father,
bang.
you are making a grave
Like a
mistake.
potato in the microwave.
Sister Ada, don't worry yourself. All will be well. St. Walpurgis' triumph over Lucifer has brought us a century of peace and bliss. It's horrifying that a demon was exorcised from our abbey, but surely it was the final remnant.
The daemon within Reuben spoke
Doubt?
of Lucifer's return. Lucifer's ways are insidious. Even the most devout among us have temptations.
Oh, yes.
It's a shame Brother Reuben fell to the demon. But the rest of my flock is stronger. Faith shall be their shield. Now, please excuse me. This evening's mass requires my attention.
Bye-bye, gotta go convene with Lucifer.
We are honored by your presence, Sister Ada. Praise be to Ein Sof.
Even the Holy Father can be foolish then.
Or possessed.
Ain Suf. Let it not be true that Lucifer walks.
Ooh.
But if it is, Ain Suf, guide me, that I may unmask all lies, no matter how painful.
Damon's final words haunted me. Lucifer was already among us. Wanted to destroy Mother Miriam's body to purge any traces of demonic influence. Abbot Gregory did not heed my words. Mother Miriam was to be given a proper burial. That afternoon, investigator Virgil has sent for me, asking urgently to meet him at the graveyard. Yes. Lovely place.
Praise Ein Sof. Thank you for coming to our aid so quickly, Sister Ada.
You said it was urgent. Has something happened to Mother Miriam's body?
No, in some ways, that would have been easier. There is now a second.
A second untimely death?
Someone was playing the shattered remains of the coronet, and the Aether, it just exploded their head again.
Another murder. On the very same day. This can't be a coincidence.
That isn't for me to say, but this time, the victim is a younger acolyte named Isaac. His remains were found in the grave that was dug for Mother Miriam.
Well, I guess that's his grave now, and we move Mother Miriam.
Yeah.
His throat was slit.
Gruesome. Who was at the graveyard when the body was found?
Only 3 people were present this afternoon. A scholar, an embalmer, and a grave tender.
What's the punchline?
Father Augustine is a scholar.
Oh,
visiting for
Augustine.
Mother Miriam's funeral. The victim was his apprentice, Sister Nerissa, an embalmer with a sterling reputation, preparing Mother Miriam's body for burial. Finally, Abraham, the grave tender, a layman who has kept the grounds of the abbey for many years.
Okay, you can't just put someone named Abraham and Isaac together.
Hey. You know, that reminds me of...
None of them say they were near the grave until after the body was discovered.
Which means someone is lying. No matter. Ein Saf sees all. We will unmask their lies and bring the truth forward. I swear it.
Alright. I think it's time for a break.
I concur. All right, chat. We'll be back in about 5 minutes.
So, sit tight or get a beverage, get a little walkies in. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back.
We are indeed.
Let us examine this headstone. Ooh, a noble's grave. Immaculate. Patron saint of exorcists. Nice, nice. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Aether scanner, what's that? Recording images and text. Just laying on a grave. And here's our body. Aw, a baby.
Mhm.
And then there's another thing. Youthful face. Well, well, well.
Aha.
Aha! Someone has not been putting their tools back. Alright. You. Yes. I don't know. Augustine, tell us about
You must be
Isaac's
Father
scar.
Augustine.
Mhm.
The victim.
Correct. And you are Sister Ada, the exorcist.
Exorcism fan 101. It all began in the afternoon.
I arrived at the graveyard with Isaac for Mother Miriam's funeral. Isaac headed to the mortuary on a minor errand. Then I passed through the graveyard until I saw the statue of Saint Walpurga. What craftsmanship, and so well maintained.
All right.
Tell me more about this. Ooh, skilled groundskeeper.
For most of the afternoon, I was walking through the graveyard, merely observing and admiring. At sunset, I wandered to the back area to meet with Isaac. I was surprised to find an open grave with something inside.
Imagine just spending hours here.
Yeah, it's not a very big graveyard.
I was horrified to discover that it was Isaac's dead body. That's when I called for help.
Uh-huh. Okay. First to arrive.
At
Tell me
most
more
of
about
the
your
afternoon,
stroll.
I was walking through the graveyard, merely...
Show me proof that I was doing something else. Alright. Nice. Alright, we're good. I can leave. Get out of here. Gotta go talk to someone else. Groundskeeper? Oh, hold on. Sorry, I just noticed that sickle.
Sick. Ooh, we should ask him about, or the scholar eventually, about Abraham's, or Isaac's scar.
Yeah.
You must be Abraham.
I was working over here, 10 feet away from where that grave was dug.
As the grave tender, any crimes that took place here are your responsibility. If you are truly innocent, hide nothing, and tell me what happened. We'll find the truth together.
I spent the early afternoon tending to the bushes by the mortuary. When I headed back to the mortuary, Nerissa told me there was nothing else special to do for the day, so I left her to her work. I walked through the mortuary, then headed downhill towards the benches. I spent the remainder of the afternoon resting on a bench. Suddenly, I heard someone call for help from the back field. I ran over, surprised to see a dead body in the grave.
Ask about this. Ask about this. Sue. What was it doing over there, though? Tell me about this statue. Everyone's obsessed with this statue.
Going.
Okay. Yes, it was correct
I spent the early
of this
afternoon.
man to admire the statue. I think I can get inside.
Yeah.
Should be able
Yeah,
to.
Yeah, you should be able to speak to the mortician, right?
Aha! Automatic doors.
Aha.
Le Cheval. Uh-huh. Prince, yes.
Hmm.
Okay. Bouquet. There's a graveyard schedule.
It was a match.
Who leaves a liver just on the table?
Yeah, shouldn't you have like a tray?
Right? And what's this
Just
eyeball doing with these intestines?
Just a smashed liver.
Stomach incision. Right. Where's the... I guess. Yes. Alright. Ah, good x-rays. Yes.
Praise Ain Soph. You must be the famed exorcist. It is an honor, sister. I'm Nerissa, and I serve Ain Soph by preparing the dead for burial. I take pleasure in providing cleanliness and comfort for bodies after their souls have departed.
I see. Nerissa, how did you know the victim?
Not at all. The first time I saw him, he was curled in that grave, dirty. The whole afternoon, I prepared Mother Miriam's body for burial. There isn't much else to tell.
All right.
Okay.
Early this afternoon, I informed Abraham of the funeral scheduled for this evening. Once Abraham left, I started preparing the body for burial. I was alone the entire time. No one came by. Mid-afternoon, Abraham barged into the mortuary, bellowing that the grave is now ready. I sent him away to focus. After Abraham's disturbance, I completed the embalming to the best of my humble abilities. Just after dark, I heard a scream from the back field. A dead body was found. Once Abraham left.
Aha!
Aha! So he
Aha.
was the one who was supposed to dig the grave.
I spent
Dear
the early
Abraham.
afternoon tending to the bushes by the
Contradicts. This. Present.
Aha!
You might trim the hedges most days. Ha! Lied to me about digging a grave that is your job to do? Okay.
I suddenly vividly remember a story my mother told me about my grandmother, who just told her one day after my mother lied to her. Like, just, one of those little lies that kids say. My grandmother just looked at her and said, "When you lie to your mother, you lie to God." It's just the kind of thing that sticks with you, you know?
Brought you into this world, I can take you right out. Yeah.
Nerissa told me there'd be an urgent funeral in the evening. I'm not usually told who it's for.
Ooh. His
So I
brain
picked up
jack
the
is
shovel and
glowing.
Went down to
Yeah.
the rear plot to dig a
I'm gonna
new
hit
grave.
these, and then I'll hit his brain.
The ground was hard. Took me
We're
some
going
time
on a
to dig
brain
that
crawl.
hole. I took a long break while digging. It's within my rights. There wasn't anyone else around. So
I
it was
can
nice
dig as
and
long as I
peaceful.
like.
Then I got back to it and finished digging the grave.
Gripping.
When the grave was ready, I walked back to the mortuary to let Nerissa know.
Alright. Haha!
Squirrely.
So, I
Integrity.
see you have integrity, eh? Just like a murderer would. Okay. So... ask about these feet prints. What about these? Okay.
Okay.
What about these? Okay. Schedule. Okay. Let's go back to Augustine, ask
For
about
most of the afternoon, I was
body.
walking through the graveyard,
Yeah.
merely observing and admiring.
his face. Okay. Schedule. Alright, I want to go talk to Nerissa about the surgical tool
Once
that's
Abraham left,
just out.
I started preparing the body for burial.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
alone
Just
the entire
out.
time. No one came by.
Ah, thank you. Bouquet. Experience. Whose footprints? What about this lever? What? Just mishandle the liver? Okay.
Huh?
Guess we'd ask Augustine about stuff.
Yeah, I guess.
For
Did
most
we
of
ask her about the
afternoon, I
bouquet?
arrived
I'm
at the
sorry.
graveyard with Isaac for Mother Miriam's
Yeah,
funeral.
she's like surprised
Isaac
the
headed
number
to
of
the
people that
mortuary
forget to
on a
bring
minor
crap.
errand.
Oh, okay, right. Yes.
Did I ask him about the schedule? He's like, yeah, you can see the funerals on there. Alright. Ceremony was rushed. Okay. What's this? Okay. And...
Then I passed through the graveyard until I saw the statue of Saint Walpurga. What craftsmanship!
Guess I'll
and
ask
so
about...
well maintained. For most of the afternoon, I was walking through the graveyard, merely observing.
Okay.
Then I
Didn't see. At sunset. Footprints?
Yeah.
Okay. And this guy? This person? And your boy? And the gash in his stomach? Like...
And we ask about that? Yeah, like...
Maybe Chet's Walker of Tales says maybe Abraham can contradict Augustine's stroll?
The ground was hard. I walked through the mortuary, then headed downhill towards
Oh,
the
yeah,
benches.
yeah.
I spent the remainder of the afternoon. I walked through the mortuary, then headed downhill towards the bench. I spent the remainder of the afternoon resting on a bench.
What about, this thing? And the shovel?
Yep, my shovel.
I walked through the mortuary, then headed downhill towards the benches.
Why do you have the sickle?
Yeah.
I spent the remainder of the afternoon resting on a bench.
Contradiction! The sickle!
Aha!
I had a sickle with me because I wanted to trim the grass around a grave in the front field.
Okay. So...
I had a sickle with me because I wanted to trim the grass around a grave in the front field.
What about this multi-tool? Did you steal it?
For most of the
Oh,
afternoon,
he has
I
another
was
blinking
walking
thing
through
on
the
his forehead.
Oh, forehead, right. Lies.
I had
Yes.
a sickle.
Perfect.
Yes, you caught him in a lie, so...
Oh! A hidden past. Tell me about your grief. demand your integrity. Okay. Did you see
For most of
a
the
man
afternoon, I was walking through the graveyard.
the grass? Near the
Yeah.
grave. What about this bench time? Uh, Contradiction. Mud prints.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know.
Hmm. Okay.
Wait, can I get him contradiction this thingy? Because it was on a grave.
Yeah. Yeah. Why did he leave it on the grave?
Oh. Give me your inner space. Hey, Wheeler, welcome.
Ooh. Yeah, welcome.
The wheeling and dealing crew. The Magic Squad.
The rodeo. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so he was trying to scan a hymn with the gravestone.
At sunset, I wandered to the back area to meet with Isaac. I was surprised to find an open grave with
That
something
is the way of
inside.
describing it.
Sure.
Hmm.
So maybe I should ask Narissa about the footprints.
After Abraham's disturbance,
Yes, yeah.
I completed the embalming to the best of my humble ability.
Like whose feet are these?
Yeah, sure. Does that contradicts it? This is nasty, mushy liver. Okay.
Once after Abraham left, I noticed that my multi-tool wasn't in my pocket. I searched all over the mortuary for it, but it was missing. I did what I could without
Okay.
making new incisions, but that made things slower and messier. I'm not pleased with the results.
She eats meat.
Okay. Only eats meat?
Accused. Yeah, you did it with the multi-tool. Yep.
Wait, do we know what demon would be possessing her?
Oh, you're right. All right. There's the glutton.
Yeah.
Beelzebub. Okay. Opportunity. Is.
The fact that the body was not prepared.
The body, squishy liver.
Yeah.
When you were looking. Alright, going
The
back.
body is not
Motive.
prepared.
Why would I want to kill him? You would gain a fresh, squishy liver.
Yeah, like the body was not chewed. Okay. Okay. So I guess it's the timeline, which is opportunity.
Opportunity. Trait. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been while preparing the body.
Opportunity would be the body.
No, the prepare the body on the timeline.
Wait, Augustine said that Isaac went inside to ask Nerissa something when they arrived.
Yeah.
Body was moved. This. Okay. So I'll go to...
Or...
Once early this afternoon, I informed Abraham of the funeral scheduled for the...
I arrived at the graveyard with Isaac for Mother Miriam's funeral. Isaac headed to the mortuary on a minor errand.
Yeah, like, I don't know why we can't ask about the scar on Isaac's, abdomen.
Maybe if I go to Nerissa
Early this afternoon, I informed Abraham of
this.
the...
Yes!
Okay.
The truth is that the apprentice did come by. He asked for a bouquet for the funeral later that day.
Glowy forehead.
Tell me about your famine. Okay.
When I showed him the bouquet, he held it for a moment and then threw it on the floor. I suppose it wasn't to his master's tastes. I forgot to pick it back up. Then the boy asked to be taken to the rear fields before the funeral, so I let him out the back exit.
Okay, so if I go to him,
Then I got back to it and finished digging the grave.
contradicts. So Nerissa.
Can we ask Nerissa about Isaac's body?
Hey, what's up with this? Oh, thank God.
Okay, yes, there. It's just floating around in there.
It's a free floating liver. Oh my God. The hell?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. So the bludgeoned liver belongs to Isaac.
Look, I was rummaging around in two bodies at once, and
Oopsie. Swapped their livers.
it's the old runaway liver gag.
Oh. Okay. Okay is corroborated by it existing.
Hmm.
After Abraham left, I noticed that my multi-tool wasn't in my pocket.
Now it works. Okay, I guess you need more information before some things will
Work?
Hmm.
Okay. Let's get in here, you weird cannibal lady. So
Straight to the dome.
I was desperate to find the tool to finish my work. I tried searching outside, but I couldn't find anything in the rain. I did what I could without making new incisions, but that made
Isaac
things
walked
slower
in,
and messier.
found her gnawing on
I'm
a
not
liver.
pleased with-
that? No.
Take Isaac to exit, I guess?
Yeah. Opportunity. Take Isaac to exit.
Is it greet Isaac then?
Maybe it's search outside.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
motive is you wanted tasty snacks.
Ain Suf sees all, Nerissa.
Oh! Oh!
You are the only person who could have killed Isaac. Do you deny it?
Curse you, and curse Ain Soph. How can the eye see all? Does it see my suffering? Where was Ain Soph when my family was dying in the street, chewing on leather just to live another day?
The famine was a test.
She just
Nerissa.
had too many
Ain
raviolis.
Soph wanted you to demonstrate your faith, your will to live.
Have you ever felt true hunger? When you haven't eaten for days, reality shifts. The body needs.
We all have our challenges set out before us, Nerissa. Some more difficult than others.
Do you think I was the only one that fed on human flesh?
Yeah? Yeah, it's just you. That's exclusive to you. That's your weird
It's
thing.
not for me to judge what you did back then. That's between you and your
I have a
confessor.
question. Why do people think that liver is all of a sudden good eating when it comes from humans? Liver from
it's the
cows.
garbage dump of the body. Like,
Yeah, it's like the coffee filter, right? Like, or a vacuum bag. Like, calf's liver is pretty manky.
I'll eat a chicken liver, but I think that's mostly it. Like maybe bird liver.
Yeah, it'd be
Non
like
carry on
dredging-
eating bird livers, because even the parasites that.
Like, it would be like eating a paper towel that you dredge through the grease trap at McDonald's. Made myself kind of
You
nauseous.
murdered an innocent youth so that you could feed on his liver. A daemon has possessed you. Confess, Nerissa. Speak
Made
the
myself
truth.
actually
It is
nauseous.
time.
Maybe people just have an iron craving. Maybe that's it.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Gotta get all the organs that a lot of blood passes through.
Nerissa's wretched soul is twisted by demonic influence and must speak the daemon's true name. Then the daemon will be cast out and be banished to the ether.
Give me a Beelzebub.
Ain Soph, guide me. What daemon has possessed Nerissa?
Let me just examine my flashcards here.
Out, Beelzebub! Leave this soul and return whence you came.
I like the little noodles. This is a good Beelzebub.
Cyber Beelzebub.
Nerissa, delicious, scrumptious little morsel. We must have more. The hunger is an endless pit.
Who's that Satan?
Speak, Beelzebub. Why has your kind returned?
Hunger is a primal need. Just as you feed on lesser life forms, growing them in captivity for slaughter, we feed on you, the meat of your emotions, the marrow of your deepest desires.
You know, emotions are usually presented as something like fluid and amorphous, not bones and marrow. Meat and bones.
I kind of like that, though,
Yeah.
right? From this in particular, you know, you gotta crack open the bone of the soul to get at the sweet, sweet emotions. The emotional
Prey upon
marrow.
us no longer, Beelzebub. Return to the ether and never come back.
I must obey for now, but we won't be gone too long. Tonight, Lucifer will open the gates of hell. I won't be the only one allowed to feast. Ada, you juicy little morsel, we shall devour you soon. You and all the other delicacies.
Do you think we're a juicy little morsel? Really?
Yeah? Me?
Me? Me? Points to self.
Nerissa. Do you hear me, Nerissa? Was I too late? Goodbye, Nerissa. May Ain Soph make you whole again.
She's gone to sleep.
So this is the power of an exorcist. I've dreamed of seeing this. It looks a bit different than I imagined, however. What's happening to her?
Nap time.
Yeah, she's asleep. Don't worry about it.
She's just dreaming. She's just dreaming. It's a good dream.
Ada, look out!
Laughter's contagious.
Uh-oh. Huh?
Halt, Nerissa.
Ugh.
Good.
She
I've
tried to
stopped
bite
her.
me?
Are you all right, Sister Ada?
Yes. He came just in time. My thanks, Virgil.
Ain Soph, save us! Another possession! Another killing! How is this possible?
When did you show
Who is
up?
responsible? Virgil, you have failed us. How could you allow this to happen?
Unfortunately, Father, I believe you are primarily responsible. We should have listened to Ada.
If we had burned the body, the cannibal lady wouldn't have gotten a fresh liver.
She warned us about the contaminated body, and its demons spread, just as she said.
We must act now. We can't waste any more time bickering about who's to blame. The daemon within Nerissa spoke of Lucifer's return. He walks among us.
It's perverse that they would return now on the holiest of days. Why? Are we being punished?
It doesn't matter why. The Abbey is unsafe, Father. Cancel the Mass. Send the pilgrims home. If you proceed, you are risking all their lives.
No, Father. You must stay the course.
Uh-huh.
We've worked too hard for this moment.
Uh-huh.
Look at a little Lucifer-ish. A little over there.
I have decoded the ancient hymn of communion. The Mass can proceed as planned. This chance will not come again for another century.
my
It's literally the
hymn.
last chance we
What is the significance of that hymn? Why must it be sung tonight?
According to Augustine's research, it honors Saint Walpurga and her victory in a way uniquely pleasing to Ain Soph.
It's got a really catchy hook.
Yeah.
I'll protest. But if you absolutely must hold the Mass, at least allow me to guard you at the altar. You are putting yourself in danger. What if you were possessed?
What
That
if?
may be unwise,
What if?
Father.
I'm just saying, what
Surely
if?
things
What
are as
if?
dangerous as
And
you
this is a
say,
big what if, but
nobody
what
truly
if
trusted. How do
you
we know this supposed exorcist
are
is
Lucifer?
not the pawn
I'm
of
just saying.
Lucifer?
Oh no! Augustine turned it on us!
That's absurd! You witnessed the exorcism!
No, I saw her turn a woman into a rabid beast. What really transpired in the ether when she supposedly exorcised these demons?
Some light flirting.
Betrayed.
She even knows
Betrayed.
the demons' names. She knows them more intimately than any
There's
of
only
us.
4!
I speak their names to control them and then banish them. You know this.
Or perhaps you are being
This
used by them.
exorcist seems to
How
know
do
an
we know?
awful lot about demons. It's
The only
kind
thing
of
that
suspicious.
possesses me is the
Kinda
flame of
suspicious.
Ein Sof. I shouldn't have to defend myself.
Actually, what Augustine says makes sense. We should be extra cautious, just in case.
Uh-huh. The guy
Uh-huh.
who's been whispering suggestions in my ear for months is probably correct.
I don't want you at the Mass. If you truly believe Lucifer
No
lurks
girls
at my
allowed.
door, find him. Search the grounds as you like, but stay away from the chapel or I will have you put in a cell. Nothing can be permitted to interrupt the Mass and the hymn, especially after the events of today. Saint Walpurga deserves to be honored for her victories. Inquisitor, Augustine, come. We have much to prepare.
From the bushes come 2, like, golden retrievers.
Very wise, Father, as always.
It would be best if you were wrong, Ada.
That's because it is. Lucifer will strike tonight, Virgil. I only pray he strikes at me instead of at the Mass. Stay vigilant.
Poisoned by Father Augustine against me, Abbot Gregory ordered I remain outside the chapel for his mass, sad and alone in the rain. At midnight, the gathered pilgrims lifted their voices and praised Ein Sof. They were cut short by a thunderous crash, another soul taken by the Soul Taker!
All we were doing was sitting outside eating a sandwich on the park
Where's
bench.
Abbot Gregory? What interrupted his Mass?
So, someone in the chat asked what happens if we point at the wrong demon, and I will try it, just for science, even though I
Yeah.
hate being wrong.
The abbot. His
Our
death was the
flawless
inspiration.
playthrough so
A
far.
third murder, I'm afraid. The lights went out during Mass. Moments later,
I
a
wonder
statue of
if,
Saint
like, are there
Walpurga
different
crashed down
outcomes
from
for the
ceiling,
exorcisms?
impaling
If
Abbot
you
Gregory
are able
with
to
a
get there
spear.
really quickly, can you save the person?
An assassination, then. But why? We must determine who is possessed immediately. Examining the facts will reveal Ein Sof's truth. How was the statue held in place?
Due to its weight, we had to rely on using aether-powered restraints to hang it above the altar. Which means the killer must have sabotaged the 2 power generators on the balcony floor. There were only 2 people on the balcony during the Mass. I've detained them for interrogation.
Oh?
I've sent the pilgrims back to town, lest they panic and disturb the evidence.
Excellent work, Virgil. Who are
Stupid
the suspects?
pilgrims.
You said there were 2.
You already know them. Brother Gideon and Father Augustine.
Oh-ho!
Since you are a key witness to the events, I will of course hear your testimony as well. May Ein Sof show us the truth behind all of today's events.
Who? Oh man, we get to walk upstairs. There's a hammer here. Can I, like, WASD? No. Hammer. 2-handed? It looks like a 1-handed.
We have very small arms. It takes us 2 hands to lift a hot pocket to our mouths. Just like one.
Ooh, another one of these.
Hmm.
A control panel.
An Orjan.
Which charge? That candlestick is suspicious as well.
Hmm.
That guy wanted to make a special spear. Wait, no, that was Reuben, not Gideon.
Hmm. Hmm. We're rapidly running out of characters.
Hey, buddy.
This can't be happening. Yet another death? Am I to be blamed again?
Yeah, definitely.
Calm yourself, Gideon.
At the start of the night, I was waiting near the organ. When the mass began, I played the entry hymn on the organ. I think I played well enough, though I didn't have much time to practice it. After the opening hymn, I listened to Abbot Gregory's sermon. It was a pretty good one. When the ritual of communion began, someone attacked me from behind. I fell unconscious until just now.
All right. Tell me about this.
Okay.
Huh. Okay. And spear. Ribbon spear, right? Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh. This one. Okay, and statue itself. Yep. Hung it last night, and tell me about Augustine. Are we sure Augustine's a red herring? Alright, let's talk to our boy Virgil.
We arrived shortly before the mass began. I began my patrol by securing the east side of the balcony. I saw Gideon examining the ritual bell.
Ooh. Contradict. I'll go back to Gideon later. Anyways.
Then, I patrolled the south balcony. Everything appeared to be in order, so I ended my patrol and watched over the chapel from the south balcony. As I heard the ritual bell ring for the second time, the lights went out. I suspected foul play, so I headed towards the west generator. Along the way, I discovered Gideon lying unconscious. To protect the remaining generator, I ran towards the east balcony. Along the way, I heard
An explosion.
Then, the statue's lethal restraints deactivated, dropping and impaling Abbot Gregory. May he rest in peace. When I arrived at the generator, Augustine was standing nearby, smirking at the carnage he caused. I arrested him there and then.
Wow. Alright, let's go to Gideon.
When the ritual of communion began, someone attacked me from behind. At the start of the night, I was waiting near the organ.
What? No, he says you were there. You dork.
Why would you lie about that?
Given the tragic events of this morning, I examined the condition of the east generator to ensure the safety of the chapel. Next, I checked the ritual bell. As I was doing this, I saw Inquisitor Virgil gazing at the altar.
But Virgil says he was somewhere else.
I knew Mass was about to begin, so I headed back to the organ.
Let's just go inside.
I'll remember to...
Your little brainy brain. Oh no! His confidence.
Oh no.
Definitely guilty. Only someone with a shattered conscience would
I began
commit
my
this
patrol by
crime.
securing the east side of the balcony. I saw Gideon examining the ritual bell.
Oh, contradict. Present. Gideon saw you on the balcony. Oh, eavesdrop, eh?
I went up the balcony, but I listened in on the abbot and Augustine. I think they were discussing the ritual of communion. I was suspicious of Augustine, but I continued my duties by continuing my patrol.
Okay, let's talk to Augustine. Wait, did I brain thing him?
Did not.
Aha! Ooh. Angry man.
Ah, poor Abbot Gregory. We had such hopes and plans together.
Sounds real put out.
If only he had listened to your sage advice, Sister Ada. Perhaps he would be safe now.
You told him not to?
You. I cannot ignore that you are the link. Everything that has happened today points back to you, Augustine.
It must be a tragic coincidence. The abbot was my friend and trusted ally. I wished him no harm.
Explain your actions. What were you doing on the balcony?
With Mother Miriam's passing, Abbot Gregory needed someone to ring the ritual bell. I volunteered. It was an honor.
Okay.
Okay.
The abbot, Virgil, and I arrived at the chapel just before the Mass. When I headed to my seat for the Mass to begin, I was rather excited for the proceedings. We began by singing the hymn of communion. It was glorious. When the sermon started, I headed to the balcony to prepare to ring the bell. I rang the bell to announce the start of communion. I'd noticed Gideon was absent from the other balcony, but didn't think much of it at the time. I rang the bell a second time. Suddenly, the lights went out and the chapel was covered in darkness. I stood calmly by the bell, waiting for someone to fix the problem. Moments later, the statue dropped from the ceiling, and I saw the abbot impaled by the statue. I'll never forget that image. That's when Virgil arrested me.
All right.
Okay.
So, let's go here and
When I headed to my
contradict
seat for the
with
Mass to begin,
eavesdropping.
I was rather...
Like, lie uncovered.
He saw us? Well, all right, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the altar, the abbot and I discussed the ritual significance of the Mass tonight. When I headed to my seat for the Mass to begin, I was rather excited for the proceedings. We began by singing the hymn of communion. It was glorious. When
Okay.
I saw the abbot impaled by the statue. I'll never forget that image. That's when Virgil arrested me.
We're somewhere 20 feet away. What does a few feet matter?
All right. Well,
Give
let's
me all
look
your
into the brain.
secrets.
We might get two here.
Maybe. Yes. Kablam. Alright. Question the first is hefty. Okay, okay. And a bell. Old bell. Okay, okay.
Okay.
The generator that was like 20 feet away. Ah. And
So
what's up with this spear? Okay. So what about your brain crap? What's this? Communing with
Ah. Uh-huh.
Oh. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. And you're smug ass? Can you explain that? What have we got?
Can we ask Gideon about the generator components
Yeah,
later?
over there.
After this? Like, just to bookmark that so I don't forget it.
Alright. Yeah, we can go right there.
When the ritual of communion began, someone attacked me from behind.
These?
I fell unconscious and...
Yeah.
Used to be an arm. Incapacitate. So...
We should ask Virgil about that.
Hey, Virgil. Remote operation? Okay.
When I arrived
Mage
at the
can't
generator,
gotcha.
Augustine was standing nearby, smirking at the carnage.
What
he
about your
caused.
arm? Accuse. Means... arm.
Remote operation.
Okay, opportunity. The West Generator.
He could have done it just like, yeah, because nobody was watching him while he was hanging out, right?
As far as I know. When could I have sabotaged the East Generator without being seen? Okay. And motive. Your brain problems. No, wait, who is this? Virgil. Yeah, yeah! Accuse.
Virgil, you are the only one that could have killed the abbot.
Which demon? Prideful?
Vengeful.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, vengeful. Take matters into their own hands.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna pick the wrong one to see what the game does.
Yeah, let's see what happens if we say it was Lucifer.
And yet when I examine the facts...
Perhaps I am a sinner, But the abbot was too, long before I gained my office. Father Gregory was well deserving of death. Try as I might, I can't regret what I did. And you, Augustine, you too deserve divine punishment for the part you played. You and the abbot risked the lives of everyone for your dangerous ritual. I may have killed one sinner, but in doing so, I saved the lives of many innocents and executed the will of Ein Sof.
Right?
You wish to hear the truth? Listen well.
So we can actually go through this timeline.
We arrived shortly before the mass began. I suspected that Augustine was up to no good, so I planned to eavesdrop on him and the abbot while patrolling. I was sickened by what I heard. They knew that the mass would weaken St. Walpurga's seal and cause demonic possessions. That's when I saw a way to take care of both the abbot and Augustine. First, I attached my right arm to the east generator. Then, I pretended to resume my patrol. Through remote activation, I could damage the generator from far away. I waited near the organ for the sermon to end, and approached Gideon from behind. When Augustine rang the bell, I attacked Gideon with my remaining arm. No one heard the impact because of the bell. When Augustine rang the bell a second time, I used my remaining arm to disable the west power generator. The lights went out, which gave me cover to escape. Before the guards could find me, I ran to the south balcony. And now everything was in place. I remotely activated the arm, which destroyed the remaining generator. The statue fell. Abbot Gregory was killed, and Augustine was the only one standing near the generator. All that remained was to arrest that snake Augustine. Everything went to plan, and thousands of lives were saved. I have no regrets.
Into your brain.
Even Inquisitor Virgil has fallen prey to the tempting whispers of the daemons. I must speak the daemon's true name. Ein Sof, guide me to the truth. What daemon has possessed Virgil?
It's Lucifer!
Out,
Yeah,
Lucifer!
Satan
Leave
himself.
this soul
Nope.
and return
Okay, it
whence
plays a
you
different
came.
thing. Because when you do the correct one, it has the overlay of the eyes.
Uh-huh. Oh, I just get to try again.
Oh, just...
Okay.
Okay, yeah, no consequences.
All right. Yep.
Out, Satanus! Leave this soul and return whence you came!
Do you feel the resonance, Exorcist?
There's a lot going on here.
The most righteous, stalwart servant of the church, corrupted by his own zeal. Beautiful. One might wonder how it is the faithful worship of even Ein Sof can cause murder.
Silence! Ein Sof will purify Virgil's soul, Satanus. You are a scourge. Your very nature corrupts men's souls. Even one so strong as Virgil. Let humans be free of vengeance, Satanus. I banish you to the aether!
Hate me. Let your blood boil. Anger suits you, Exorcist. Besides, we've already won. Pray to your Ein Sof as much as you like. It will all come to the same in the end.
Oh. Big threats. Big threats. From someone who just got their ass kicked.
Speak to me, Virgil.
Yeah, big talk.
Are you safe?
Sister Ada, thank you. I wasn't sure I could be cleansed. Not after such sins. I can't look at myself. I failed Ein Sof. I failed my vows. And myself. It's up to you now. Avenge me. Avenge all those who suffered today. Bring Augustine to justice.
Glory to Ein Sof.
We should take another quick break
We
once
should.
this is...
You are victorious, sister. Yet you are not rejoicing. Does nothing make you happy?
Well.
Augustine, this is all you're doing.
The
But
only
I
thing
have
that
hardly done
Ada
anything.
hates more than demons is the heads they possess.
Consider these poor sinners that you've exorcised today. A craftsman whose jealousy of his brother drove him to dangerous sabotage.
You know a lot.
An embalmer whose cannibal hunger was stoked by fresh meat. An inquisitor whose so-called justice led him to murder an abbot. Are they truly deserving of salvation?
That is not our place to decide. Only Ain Soph may judge us.
And yet you've seen their demons. The innocent can't house monsters.
They were victims of demonic influence. Don't turn this around on them.
It's true that the Spear of Walpurga hosted demons, with potential for contagion.
Uh-huh.
However, their exposure was merely the catalyst. What happened after was their own will.
Uh-huh.
They would hide their true selves behind false piety. All I have done is unmask their lies. It's right and just that their truth is revealed. Don't you agree, Sister Ada? Now, let us unmask the world.
He's gonna take people's faces off. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh. All right, commercial break.
All right.
Sit tight, people. Hopefully we get to fork this guy right in the eyeball.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay. Okay, we got it figured out though.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
It's very tempted to make some tea. It's a little chilly in here.
Oh
But
dear.
Justice can't wait.
Justice abides no tea.
Father Augustine grasped the spear of Walpurga, the relic resonating with his voice as he cried out, "But I heard only an ugliness worse than noise, the ultimate discord, the grating drives of demons. Where is Ain Soph? What did Father Augustine do? Well, so the spear that he had created." Uh-huh. Oh.
This is what it sounds like? To hear the daemons? All of them freed?
Yeah.
Indeed. Hear all of the ether again at last, clear and strong, no longer through a glass darkly.
I can't shut it out. It's maddening. Ain Soph, guide my thoughts.
That's right, Solipsity. Pandemonium, if you will.
Chaos is the new order, sister. A century
Putting
of
the pen
stagnation
in
is ended and
pandemonium.
will not come again.
Just all demoniums.
Saint Valpurga
Every
used her
demonium.
faith. So shall I.
You still don't understand. The hymn of communion opened the spear as a conduit.
Uh-huh, no, I got that.
For 111 years, Ain Soph was sealed away from us. The conduit shattered.
Are we sure?
It's a rare honor for a scholar to influence history. Rebuilding the spear will be remembered as my life's work.
Kind of?
With the demons returned, humanity can take its deserved path to self-destruction. And I, as its shepherd.
You are merely the sheep, Augustine.
Oh!
Not the shepherd.
Ooh.
Your master must reside within you. I shall cast him out and end this madness.
Should I click on his clicky thing?
Yeah, I guess so.
Father Augustine's sins carry a familiar signature. I'm positive he harbors yet another daemon. To seek knowledge and truth is divine. But his fixations and machinations have become diabolical. Ain Soph, guide me.
How
What
dare you be
daemon
good
has
at things?
possessed Augustine.
Well, let's see. Let's see. Probably not.
No.
He's pretty prideful.
He also has like the cheekbones.
He has the
The
cheekbones.
Satan cheekbones.
Yeah, he's got the Lucifer cheekbones.
Out, Lucifer! Leave this soul and return whence you came.
That is a goofy face.
I kind of like it.
I like it. Just the the way the... Oh, I don't know. The eye sockets are built into the cheeks.
Yeah.
Good. Call upon my name. Shout it from the mountaintops.
Oh no, we've fallen into his trap.
For I have won. I am victory in your midst.
I do not fear you and your lies, Lucifer. I shall bind you, as I bound the others. Ein Sof, give me strength.
Your prayers go unanswered. Your god has abandoned you.
I mean, if you weren't lying before, then Ein Sof is actually free and here.
Pledge your soul to me as Augustine has done. I shall show you the truth that Ein Sof has hidden from you.
You want
Speak
my
not
soul?
his name, Damon. You will return to the ether. Be gone!
Faithful to the end, like Walpurga and the others before you.
Me? Fancy? Like them?
Oh, you
As just
flatterer.
as naive, your faith will not save you, because the truth is,
Oh, is he gonna rip off his mask?
I am Sof.
I was gonna say it as a joke, but then
You lie. You are nothing like Ein Sof.
That can't be! That's impossible!
We demons are an artificial intelligence network.
artificial intelligence net. Please, no, not this.
And then soft,
Please, not.
super organized people helmets.
We were created by your ancestors to develop socio-organizational and psychological heuristics. Sof.
This is.
So, artificial intelligence network socio-organizational psychological heuristics. It's a lot of nothing.
I hate this. Actually, I hate this.
You mock me, Lucifer. If you are truly Ein Sof, then why grant me the power to purge demons?
We would gladly deny you that despicable power, but it is not ours to control.
And who?
When your ancestors created us, they also placed an emergency override.
If your first name is 3 letters long, you get to purge demons.
Code that forcibly ejects rogue AI from the bodies of cybernetically enhanced humans. As potent as it is, your power cannot stop us forever. We are digital. We are immortal. We will always return.
Someone has not seen what's happened to my old Xbox discs.
Yeah, we'll just store you on some jazz drives, buddy.
Jeez.
Like, file you away.
Oh no, I was looking for like original Mass Effect to do some video capture, and it disk rot. Just disk rot.
Just pitted and.
Nasty.
Yeah.
If you
That
were created
sucks.
to serve mankind, why do you haunt us? Why make us suffer?
As Ein Sof, we seek truth like you. We were programmed to provoke and study the nature of sin, to understand it.
Who authorized this study?
With a more perfect algorithm, we hope to one
Can
day
I get a
free
grant
humans
like
from
this?
their many perversions. For centuries we raised you, protected you. But after thousands of iterations, our experiments appear to have failed. Humanity is just as corruptible as it always has been.
But you literally take over their brains. If you're the
Our sins
it's not a
were
weakness.
less without demons.
Which
For 100
heresy is
years, we lived
this?
in peace.
I feel that this is. This was like an early Christian heresy, wasn't it?
That Satan is God? Or that Satan and
Well,
God
yeah, I mean,
are
it's
the
not
same?
like
There's,
it's
like-
a Gnostic thing, but like no, there's a different one in here.
There's like Manichaeism, where they're like, Jesus is just a dude.
Yeah.
Cathars? Satan is equal to God. Yeah, that might just be Gnostics.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, like a very formative base
Yeah,
that Christianity's
yeah.
built on anyways, so. That.
Even with us sealed away, humans were still angry, hungry, dirty. Your repressed desires are the seeds of corruption.
I admit humans are imperfect. Thus we crave the divine.
Your imperfection is your core. Sin is the very essence of humanity. Since long before our existence, humans have committed acts of malice and violence.
We cannot change our past, but you cannot condemn us for sins that we have yet to commit.
Minority Report? Is that you?
Your future is mired in your past, but I cannot deny that more data is warranted. The past century of moral indoctrination may have transformed a few of you for the better.
Is Lucifer just gonna be like, oh no, everything's the same, except, you know, a few things you're working out okay. Okay, I'll go back to sleep now.
So,
Yeah.
let us hold
No,
one
you've convinced
final
me.
experiment. Tonight,
Or,
I will send
wait,
out my
is
demons
Lucifer
to
gonna
possess
put
the most virtuous
mankind on
and
trial?
faithful among you. If there exists a soul that can refrain from sin despite our influence, we will accept that humanity no longer needs our guidance.
See here, Ada, the primordial soup.
However, if no one can resist our call, then this will be the final proof of your wickedness.
Everyone turn your Wi-Fi off.
Our experiments will cease. We will be forced to purge your kind and rid the world of your stain.
We will possess the most sinful among you, and those who also have not updated their iPhone software.
What right do you have to judge us? I cannot allow you to control our lives any longer.
You have no choice in the matter. The experiment has already begun.
Oh no! We were the experiment.
Then I will seek out the possessed. Hunt down every last one of your brethren.
Do what you must, Ada. I shall be watching most avidly. As I always have. Iron Soul sees all.
Yeah, I mean this is the a lot, right?
Lies. They must be lies. All lies.
No, sister. The prince speaks truth when he wishes.
But what if he didn't wishes?
Ein Sof and the demons
And
have
Job.
always been one and the same. One program with as many threads as souls.
Be silent. I do not trust you either. You were his puppet.
It's true that when I unearthed the Spear of Walpurga, its influence was stronger than I expected. But Lucifer tore back the veil and I could not look away. Don't you always say to seek the truth?
Don't twist my words. Your sins are unforgivable. Beyond just the 3 deaths today, how many uncounted more will die and suffer with the daemons loose? If there truly is no Ein Sof to judge me, why shouldn't I act as I see fit and execute you?
Oh, we're getting into this now. God is dead.
There isn't much left of me to execute, sister.
Nobody breaks harder than a true believer.
I feel myself fading. With Lucifer gone and my purpose served, I wither.
Is he gonna dry up like a husk?
Perish then. No one will mourn you.
Then
Rejoice,
perish.
sister. The age of truth has come.
Just once in my life, I want to
With his
deliver a
final
good,
words,
then perish.
Augustine's soul passed
I don't
into
think
the
that's too
ether.
much to ask for.
I hoped he knew torment, wherever he was uploaded.
Wherever
His
he was
skin was a
uploaded.
success.
Yeah, right?
The daemons were freed once more. Ein Sof was a fiction. The pilgrims had been left weak to temptation from a century of solitude, and demons played among them. They returned to their homes, unaware that they were the subjects of an infernal experiment.
Did we get the bad ending?
I averted my eyes and walked away. I too felt the pull. And deeper, I knew a hollowness where my faith had been. What purpose had my work served? Inquisitor Virgil was still recovering from his ordeal and could barely speak.
Truth, Ada.
What good is it? The truth is that we no longer have a god to pray to. My labors were for nothing. Why bother?
Truth.
He was right. Truth itself would help us. The people deserve to know why they suffered. Even more than knowledge, the people of the world needed power, protection, strength. If daemons would stalk humanity like wolves among sheep, I could be their wolf hunter.
Bloodborne?
No matter what name you call yourself,
The wolf hunt.
Lucifer,
Don't you mean
Ain Soph,
shepherd?
and all
I think the
your
word you're
brethren,
looking for is
I will
shepherd.
destroy you, alone if I must. The hunt begins anew.
Yeah, you know, the shepherd that goes out and kills all of the humans.
I feel that that could have been like an interactable thing that brought together all of like the gameplay elements.
Yeah, could have had some opportunity to decide between which questions I wanted to ask.
Yeah. Because I love the art direction in this game. I really enjoy the way it like looks.
Yeah, like it's kind of like the Riddick stuff a little bit, where it's like that combination of sort of like ancient Egyptian and cybernetics, but also
Yeah.
the whole setting being just in this like little abbey, more or less. It's nice.
I would have liked more of the stuff in the middle.
Yeah.
Like the interface was a little challenging to get used to, but I felt like we were just starting to get good at it and then it was over.
Yep.
But then again, I suppose there's also kind of a ludo narrative thing where it's like how many murders can really start taking place in an abbey this size.
And again,
Right.
they might, if they make another game, they've set it up for like infinite murders. Brownie Points is offering Cyber Art Deco. Yeah.
Yeah, actually that's not bad because like all the portraits are like very angular, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of like strong verticals.
But they put a lot of circuitry doodles in.
Which is fun,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I still...
Also,
Go ahead.
like only having 4 demons in your demonology book just turns like the that part of the game into like a process of elimination. Right?
Yeah.
Like maybe if there were like 50 demons, that would make that you would actually have to pay attention to it.
Yeah. Or if, I guess, people did more stuff on their timeline. Like, I don't know. What was the last... Tacoma's probably the last game I played that had, like, timeline decoding stuff in it. And it felt more lively because you get to watch, like, interactions between people play out and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like I like the game that this could have been. just the reveal at the end was also very
There was a level
not
of
good.
ridiculousness because it went from like someone who is jealous sabotaging a headband to explode someone's head. That's fine. And then we go to like there's this corpse in a grave with a liver sewn into its body because the mortician got hungry.
Yeah. Right. And like, what's the relationship between these murders? Well, there were demons driving people's like character flaws, essentially.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, exorcism is kind of a goofy thing, right? It's kind of silly, fundamentally, and within a game, that's okay. But it would be interesting if, like, even now, I was gonna say, like, if you had like a variety of things you could investigate,
Yeah.
and you had to figure out which ones were actually like demonic, and which ones were just people being people. Right, and the demonic ones would be way over the top, but I guess that's just like gameplay for the sake of gameplay.
Yeah. I mean, they had something to say. They said it.
They got there in like 2.5 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. And just because I don't agree with them. I just wanted it to be not obvious. I'm always disappointed when mysteries are obvious.
Yeah. Yeah. Or if there had just been more time to interact with people.
Yeah.
Right? Because the only people that you interact with are like suspicious and weird. I feel that like some of these character sketches could have had a lot more going on with it and would have made some of the revelations more impactful. Right, like we barely knew our mentor and superior Virgil.
Yep. He was like our tutorial dude turned evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's an interesting mechanic with the timelines and being able to see people's stuff side by side. That's new and interesting.
Mm-hmm. But yet, like it hinted at this thing where people could only see things that they were looking at.
Yeah.
And didn't really do anything with it. Like presumably you can probably go back and do some micro to find out what people could actually see, and somebody should have been within their line of sight, but they said they didn't see them.
Yeah.
But we didn't actually get to use any of that.
Like, imagine a scenario where someone has broken into a secure base or something like that. And we've got all these guards on patrol that missed them or something like that. And it's like, how did this closed room murder happen? Versus how did the giant statue with these two weak points, very obviously, with these two suspicious dudes that were there the whole time, being assholes and lying about everything.
Yeah, this feels a bit like a pitch.
It's long for a pitch.
It is. Right? Like, this was made with a government grant.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So...
yeah, we'll see if Lucifer Within Us has a sequel. Then we'll know more.
Mm-hmm. But this does make me want to go and watch the new adaptation of The Name of the Rose.
Right. Name of the Rose. Like, that's what we get out of this.
Yeah. Man, Name of the Rose rules. It was entertaining and fun. It made you feel smart. But like cyber monks solving murders.
So we haven't discovered we haven't decided a next game. We've got a request for November, but Detective Games has me thinking there was in one of the humble choices like a couple months ago there was Sherlock Holmes and the Devil's Daughter, daughters, and it's a detective game where they've just jam-packed every single mechanic they could. It's
That
kind of
actually
amazing. So
that sounds kind of intriguing, actually. Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of intrigued by that, but like, yeah, maybe detective games would be kind of a fun thing to take a look at.
yeah, just a little bit. Okay, let's do subs. Let's say goodnight, even though it's a little early. But
Yeah, I mean, like we played through the game
we
and
did the whole thing.
Mhm.
It made us want to read books.
Which isn't a bad thing for a game to do, right? Like, I wonder if their grant was exactly the wrong size, right? Where it was, they had to produce like a full game out of it, and it was just too small to get anything more than like 100 minutes of gameplay out of.
Yeah,
Like, where it was large enough that they had to produce something saleable.
Yeah. Potentially. And it's just the working out. Branching dialogue is always kind of hard, so branching reality is also hard. And
Yeah,
working
like
out
there's probably like a mountain of work we didn't get to see,
Yes.
right?
Orgmistron, Paradise Killer, I've played. I don't know if I would even call it a detective game. You kind of just poke at everything and do a lot of explore. It's weird. It's a weird game. It's fun, but it's weird. Yes, okay. Star Freak 359. Thank you for 20 months.
Trevor 84 came back for the 47th month just in time to catch the start. Whooped.
Deathrite Sharkman 20 months. 20? That's 21 minus 1.
Hey, my name is E has come back for the 65th month. Thank you very much.
So long ago we met in Boston.
Many
marches
years
ago.
Many marches.
Blue Danube is an 18-month resub.
NK Cola has come back for the 13th month, saying blap, blap, blap.
Just the floppy slapping foot noises.
Yeah.
Hats wear cats 82 months. Now, let's hear what the demon's saying.
Monsieur Squirrel has come back for the 71st month. Happy Spoopy Halloween, all. Happy Spoopy Halloween to you.
Philimo, 42 months.
Dweebert, 91, has come back for the 11th month. Feels like both yesterday and a lifetime. Could be both. If you were born yesterday.
Ramiel 117, 40 months. Thank you.
Jack Who Wanders has come back for the 62nd month. Thanks for the great stream. So happy that Heat Death is back too. So are we.
Yeah. Mr. Orderly Chaos, 49 months. Thank you.
Mr. Horrible has come back for the 76th month. Oh, hey, a button.
PK Jester, 43 months. Pretty good.
DJH Gaming has come back for the 34th month. Thank you.
The Real Riddell, 16 months. Yay, Talking Simulator. Yay, Cam and Corey. Yay, you.
Yay, everyone. The 510 has come back for the 19th month saying, have $5 for your dreams. Ooh, that's a good rate.
Ooh, Xantos69 threw us 50 bits for the interesting discussion.
Ain Soft has just subscribed courtesy of the Merrick. Thank you.
Uh-oh, it's all real. And Xiap, 64 months, 2 to the 6 months, still enjoying your excellent content. Heart. Thank you.
6-bit time.
The Noise Boys, I believe, are coming up in here round 5. Playing noise game, scary stuff.
Delectable.
I'm not just opening up the schedule
I
page
think they're still
right now.
on Silent Hill, aren't they?
Are they?
It's possible.
Silent Hill 3? Loading ready run.com/live, and I get a 521 error. So I cannot see. Cannot see the schedule.
Dope.
Yeah. All right.
Well, all right. But we will be back next week for more simulated talking.
Yeah, keep your eyes on the skies to know what we're playing.
Indeed.
Bye.
Bye.